So it was during dismissal class, and
Dismissal class? What the hell is dismissal class?
dismissal class. Oh my god. Anyway, it was during.
I was never absent for
that. So welcome to 24 OZ, the podcast. I should have not mentioned the podcast. Made it.
They might confuse it with the movie, though.
Okay. Actually, yeah.
Should we get to the name? No, let's explain it in a future video. It's actually not even that complicated, guys.
Well, yeah.
When you're doing a podcast, do you address the people or are you just talking to each other? I don't watch a lot of podcasts. I watch a few that I really watch regularly, and they just talk to each other. Is that how a podcast works? Or
it depends
talk
on.
to the camera.
Actually, it depends on what type of the podcast you're listening to. There are podcasts that, like, is really direct with the one who's listening, and there are podcasts that are just like actual
Just hanging out.
conversations.
Okay.
But
Let's just see what this is gonna be.
yeah,
Let's just jump back into it. Hey, man.
my name's Jess. His name is Matthew. We met in high school. That's the gist of it.
Started with
And
2 words, guys,
High school.
and we can't say it. No, the other 2 words. The FF.
Oh yeah. Imagine actually saying that.
What?
That destroys the whole purpose
You
of
can,
us.
you
like,
can censor it. You can censor Filipinos. I hope you censor it, man.
We planned on like, hey, let's do some grounding. Like, let's just make them know that we're a Filipino podcast, and then we talk about.
Well, out of context, it's inappropriate. Can I move this without getting feedback? Out of context, it's inappropriate, but we met in a Filipino class. That was it. Well, it's not high school in the Philippines is a little bit different. It's not like we moved to room. We met during Filipino class. Why though? Did we change seats in Filipino class? Because we weren't sitting together.
No, dude, it wasn't the Filipino class. We met.
I know
during
we
the
met
exams.
I know we met a year before that, but we didn't hang out. You met second year, right?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah,
Technically.
we hung out second year.
But I think we hung out through mutual friends. But it's third year, 421.
That we
I
started
wonder if
like.
they're not gonna understand that, but you know.
Yeah, I think it was third
What
year.
was the saint?
Yeah.
Was it Verona? It was Verona. Peter Verona. Some schools have saints for
Classroom names.
classroom names.
Just so.
Yeah. I don't know that Catholic schools actually. Because I think some are planets in like non-Catholic schools.
Those are
Jupiter,
like for
something like that.
middle schools and.
Is that a thing too in the U.S.? Because I know you.
I think so. Yeah.
Like how
I think so.
classrooms were set up.
But yeah,
They can-
for
they can
usually
leave a
for
comment,
like
too.
elementary schools.
We're talking now. We're talking to them. You can leave a comment when you spend your high school.
I think for elementary schools, they do that, but in colleges,
Well, in college, I don't think so.
there are some.
Still?
Eventually, yeah. Some.
Are there? Oh, because in college you normally move from room to room.
Yeah.
That's why you don't have to do that.
But yeah, like usually, I think they do. I think the department
see.
keywords. It's either department areas or
The actual
the
building.
courses.
Yeah, the courses and yeah. How do we go to education? That's so weird. That wasn't on the list.
It was not on the list. No, we're just
No, it's
like
an
telling
intro.
them.
It's an
It was
intro.
just telling them
Sorry.
like a brief background.
Do you think anybody from back then gonna see this and they're gonna get all the
References.
side jokes? Yeah, the references.
I think so. Yeah,
'Cause
I think
we don't
so.
plan
It's not
on
bad.
advertising this at first, but yeah, I think at some point they're gonna see it.
What are your thoughts on like fake TikTok podcasts?
Like this one?
This is not. Have you seen those?
I haven't. That's why I'm curious. What it
Okay,
is.
so what they usually do is just like TikTok vertical camera shots. So it's just like vertical camera shots of someone talking into a microphone.
Okay.
And just like making the statement or the thoughts, like just like pretending to be talking to someone. So like imagine seeing.
So just like this, but I'm not here. You're
Yeah,
talking?
it's as if like something that's cut off from a long form format, but it's not actually cut up from a long form format. It's just that.
He
It's
shot that, just that.
Just
That was the whole video.
Just that whole bit. That's the whole video.
Okay.
So
but
that's
it makes it look like it
a
came
real
from a podcast.
Yeah, it
I
looks
see.
like it came from
That's
a
a
real
thing?
It is a thing eventually.
Am I terrible at spotting these things? I'm pretty sure. I guess I've seen one. I just didn't
you've
realize.
seen multiple, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between what's the what came from a real podcast and whatnot.
Can we just do that? Let's just shoot like a 2-minute video and upload it to TikTok.
Usually, people who does that are the ones that does like motivational type of content.
Oh, I see.
So they would like fake a podcast, create these short form TikTok videos, and just like put the punchline in there. Like,
it's not with the outside that matters. Like one of those. It's what's on the
yeah,
inside.
like one of those.
There was this one user that uses that for like his entire video. Like that was the moral of each video. Like it's not your looks, it's your brain and your heart, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course, because I don't regularly watch those.
I think also it's a smart way of like gaining or like attracting audiences. I'm not gonna lie, it's an interesting way,
True.
like building your profile, but fake podcasts,
Better than
man.
buying your
Like,
viewers.
they're buying viewers.
Like some people don't know that. You can buy your views and your followers and your subscribers, but you're not interacting with.
Oh, I hate that. Like seeing like, because in terms of algorithm, like the algorithm is based on what you're searching for, obviously, and there are certain ads that are actual vlogs of unrelated topics that you're looking for. Like,
Is this for TikTok or YouTube? Both.
both of them,
Okay.
because there are like certain YouTube ads that are actual 15-minute long vlogs. I've seen those, and I hate those because it seems
Forceful.
obnoxious.
Obnoxious.
It's obnoxious.
You mean the whole ad is like
The
whole
vlog.
video? Yeah,
The whole vlog.
I see.
Who does that?
We will eventually. Like if you're seeing this in an ad, do not skip it. You recently posted a TikTok video. It was
I did.
About, what was that?
It was about Conquest.
Yeah, it was about.
I went to Conquest. So Conquest is this festival.
Yeah, you can talk about it. It's still.
Not slightly irrelevant, but it's a good it's a good
I
topic
mean,
to talk about.
Yeah, the topic and the type of event is common. It happens everywhere. This was just poorly executed. Like I've thought about it. Like, is this a fun thing to go to? And I think I made the right decision not going to it.
The Conquest?
Was it true that people were in line but just decided to head home because it was?
Oh yeah,
badly
it was a bitch.
organized?
It was badly organized. So for those of you guys who don't know what Conquest is this gaming convention festival.
It's something he organized.
Whoa! Let's not go there. Chill with that. It was not me. It wasn't me. I was just an attendee. Oh yeah, it's a gaming convention festival that I think it started a few years back. I'm not quite so sure if it was 2019, 2020, or 21, but it started somewhere else, not here in the metro. It started in, I think, don't quote me on this one, it might be wrong, the details might be wrong, but it might have started in Cebu. And I think the first event that happened during that time, I think it went a lot more better than what happened this year. And this time year round became a lot more worse because the event was highly ambitious.
Was it a 3-venue event?
It was 5 or 6 venue. The main problem was that people waited in line because the whole event oversold their tickets and what more than the whole convention could accommodate. And there's like 5 or 6 venues. So like they're splitting most of the creators that are their selling points of the whole event. Like for example, they're gonna do a big creator in venue number 1 and then a separate creator in venue number 2.
So it's up to you.
And that's like what made the whole line long. So yeah, it was badly organized. There was a lot of people that were mad about the event, and people are actually paying shitload of money for the premium tickets.
What are the
The ticket
tickets?
prices? You want me to talk about our ticket prices?
No, just what is the premium ones? What is that?
That could cost you like
What will it get you?
5 digits.
So if you got the premium one.
So if you got the
get to
premium,
meet somebody,
you get to meet somebody.
I see.
You get to meet them. You get to interact with them. But the problem is, like, people that are paying for standard tickets could also have that opportunity. By just because they're doing this. So they're doing a ticket. They're giving out the tickets. Those vary from standard and then the premiums, and then they're giving out claiming stubs, and those claiming stubs are free. So even if you're a standard ticket holder or premium ticket holder, the claiming stubs are a first come first served basis. So it defeats the whole purpose of
So what was
you
the
paying
point?
for it. Exactly. That was a problem.
I see.
That was a problem that the whole festival was facing, and there were a lot of people that paid a shit ton amount of money just to get into that convention, meeting their favorite creators, and well,
How far did you go? Like,
my initial goal was to get a whole experience on what the whole convention was like, because it was my first gaming convention. It was shitty because the activities that you're going to be doing, you have to strictly time them, because once you get in the convention center, you can't go back out, because once you go back out, you have to get in line again.
it's not like a movie where you get stabbed. Like,
Well, we get stamps,
Stamped.
but you still have to get in line.
Stamped, not stabbed. I'm sorry.
And that's what a lot of people were getting mad about. But from a creator's perspective, I did see some of their vlogs, the creators. I don't even think some of them noticed that there was a...
Yeah, I've seen that part. That's why I got confused, because I saw the creator's side, and then it was successful. It was.
It was-
great.
yeah, it was a
We had
success.
a great time, but then I see the ones
Yeah.
what people experience, and it was horrible. And that's why I'm never going to one of those.
I think what they were trying to do, what Conquest was trying to accomplish, was be this Philippine center for TwitchCon, like Twitch conventions. But apparently you failed in doing that.
How many
because
days was that?
It was a 3-day festival.
3 days.
I would get it as long as you have a proper venue for it. And obviously, limiting your ticket sales.
Exactly.
I think that whole thing just solves the issue.
Yeah, just think about how many people you could fit in your venue, and then sell that amount of tickets.
I think if you're going to be doing... I'm not an event organizer. I have no experiences in any event organizing shit. Sorry. But my thing is, man, in every event organizing, you're given the fucking map. You're given the whole venue map. And you know how many people can fit in that.
Obviously, you scout the place that you're
Yeah.
going to conduct your event in, and you coordinate your event to the venue. I mean, you can't squeeze a dozen of eggs in a small box and expect it to turn out well. Is that an expression? I don't think so. So I don't know if you guys went to that. How was the experience? I'm pretty sure everyone had a terrible time, unless you're a creator.
I can't believe as soon as I made that video and not really ranted, but kind of having that still having that safe critical distance and the whole conversation.
Say what you're gonna say, because I have a question on that. Go for it.
People actually ranted on my comment section. I wasn't expecting people to actually make a conversation in the comment section. People are actually ranting to me about this. What the f am I gonna do? I mean, it's a good.
Did you know the
thing.
guy that said that you? Am I allowed to say it? That you were just someone who I forgot what the words were.
Oh wait, yeah, there was a guy that come on.
Do you know that guy?
I don't know who that is, but there was a guy that said, what was
Let
it?
me try to look for it.
It was on
'Cause
YouTube.
I saw,
You
no,
might-
I mean, no one on TikTok is the one I'm talking about. He probably deleted it. He said that you're just someone crying about an event.
Crying his ass out.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that was on YouTube. That's what I was
It was on
saying.
YouTube?
It was on YouTube. I know that.
Sorry for
comment.
wasting your time, guys. Did you know that guy?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You could-
so there's a
you
guy.
could skip the part where I'm an idiot.
So apparently, there's this guy that commented that I'm just a guy crying his ass out over the event. I mean, tell that to the fucking thousands of people
who had the same opinion. I laughed my ass off when I saw that comment. I wanted to know if he's Filipino and experienced it firsthand.
Probably just like a 12-year-old kid.
Turns out he's like a 30-year-old bodybuilder who can kick your ass.
I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. But the question is, does that open like a conversation for Philippines TwitchCon? Maybe not. I don't know.
Probably different organizers could do a better job. Again, I didn't go firsthand, but you did. You saw what happened.
YouTube FanFests are oftentimes successful. You're not gonna be hearing any like bad reputations towards the whole FanFest. And Bloggers United, I've been to multiple Bloggers United events where fashion bloggers do sell their like outfits and stuff.
Thing?
That's a thing.
I didn't know that. I just can't move on that the comment was on YouTube.
Yeah,
I wasted a lot of time there.
But yeah. So that's the whole gist of it. I'm just the guy crying his ass out. I'm just the guy crying his ass out over fucking Conquest.
Last time you cried was at Endgame. No, it was at Spider-Man.
I didn't cry on Spider-Man.
It was at Endgame.
It was Endgame. Fuck, I missed those times, man. And that was already more than 4 or 5 years. Was it 5 years ago?
Endgame was 2018.
I'm gonna say it's 19.
It probably was.
I wasn't here 18. Why do you keep forgetting about the fact that 18 I wasn't here?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
It was 19.
It was 19. He was dead in 18.
I was dead in 18. I was gone. MIA. 86.
Ooh, Secret Invasion, speaking of Marvel, came out. I think it's episode 2 this week.
Oh my god, I haven't started it.
I don't plan on watching until it's done, but I keep seeing spoilers everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing with watching a TV show. You just want to bulk it up before you start seeing it.
I hate it if I just see one and then what now?
Moving on to the Marvel conversation. God damn it. When I started seeing Loki, I have to wait fucking weeks. Usually it's a week and then 2
segue,
weeks.
By the way. Nah.
But yeah.
True.
You have to wait fucking either a week or 2 for the next episode. Oh man.
Yeah, before I pirate it. Watch it on Disney Plus.
How do you find the recent Marvel series over the MCU films over the decades? Like in comparison. I mean, let's just not bring up She-Hulk. Nobody cares about fucking She-Hulk.
Hey, it was actually not a bad watch.
It's a bad
Like,
watch.
Are you
actually saying
I'm defending
Dude.
this right now.
Guys, this mofo, this mofo is actually defending She-Hulk. Whoa!
I liked it, but I wasn't expecting anything out of it, to be honest. It was just a Marvel series.
Oh, I hated it. It was.
But back to the question, I don't think Marvel's gonna be able to top the whole Endgame or Avengers saga,
That whole
Infinity
decade.
saga, because I don't think you can. Like, it was. People are gonna disagree, but it was perfectly done, in my humble opinion. The casting, almost everything, I guess, was perfectly done. I know people are gonna be nitpicky about it, but I enjoyed the whole timeline.
I think
Endgame.
the major factor that played all throughout that cinematic universe is the timing, from let's say early 2000s and progressing towards the conclusion, which is the end game. And it was a mixture of both progressing with CGI and just in time with like trying to fix what the earlier superhero movies were like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's say X-Men. What else was there? Blade. Yeah, Fantastic Four.
And the earlier Batman before the trilogy came out. Yeah, actually, RDJ Iron Man. It was around the time of Dark Knight, right?
Yeah, it was around.
Or that trilogy from Christian Bale, which is great because if you think about superhero movies before, people say it's terrible, but it was the superhero movies before. It was comical, like their take on Batman before being comical, especially Clooney's Batman. Which, by the way, that was my Batman when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, Clooney's Batman, and I thought, like, I wasn't reading comics. I was so young. I just had the movie. I thought that was Batman to me.
Well, it was Michael Keaton's with Jim Carrey as the Riddler, right?
I think so.
Was it Michael Keaton's?
I think so. And
So it was that Batman for me.
And yeah, they say it was over the top, comical. And then when X-Men came out, it was serious, but they put in jokes, but they didn't know where to place it. Like they were trying to be serious, but they were also trying to be funny. I think the whole Infinity Saga just hit the right spot there. The perfectly balanced, I guess, between seriousness and comedy.
Also, I was gonna say, because it feels like the whole superhero genre kind of already centered around the whole MCU, and it already died down after Endgame, because it kind of feels like that whole decade was just dedicated for that. Like the whole superhero genre of films is just around that decade, and I think no more product is gonna be as good as what that whole decade was.
I actually agree
Because,
on that.
like, back in the day, in terms of movies, Western films were big for a decade in the 70s. Let's say 60s and 70s.
Don't fact check.
And then progressing forwards, we got the fucking mob films, which lasted fucking decades. And then, the MCU, which is the superhero genre. It's just a shame that DC was never kind of in the picture.
They were trying.
They tried, but
I wanted that so badly to be successful. Oh, they're trying again now.
Also, I'm gonna say James Gunn is doing an incredible fucking job, especially with the new casting with Superman.
Who is it now?
I forgot who was it.
Oh, we'll just do it later.
But yeah, let's do that later. But the castings at the moment, Jesus Christ, are so impressive, and it's a lot more. You could really tell that those are actually comic accurate faces that they're casting.
That's what he's going for, I guess.
It's so impressive, but also at the same time, I just want to say that it is an impressive work, but at the same time, it may or may not. It may be a little too late for the whole DC rebooting franchise.
Like, will it work timing wise?
Yeah, will it work timing wise?
I'm
Maybe not.
Sure. If he did this in the 2010s, well, I know it's impossible, but because it wasn't a thing back then.
Oh, this is gonna be a bullshit opinion, but if James Gunn did this in 2008, it would have been a lot better than MCU. I'm putting that shit out there.
I think so, because everyone that worked in that MCU was working with not as famous characters.
Yeah.
Iron Man is now mainstream because of the MCU. Like way back, diehard fans knew Iron Man. But if you say Marvel, it's Cap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's Cap, it's the Fantastic Four, it's X-Men. Wolverine. Iron Man wasn't mentioned back then. I think because I've heard that opinion before, and I agree with it, that Iron Man is mainstream because of the MCU. And because of RDJ, he did a great job. Perfect. Like, there's a lot of recasting. I don't think you could recast RDJ as Iron Man. I mean, Tom Cruise has been mentioned before.
Oh,
in
we
Superior
read the
Iron
early
Man.
casting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the early casting. What would have happened if Tom was...
I mean, it was a conversation in Multiverse of Madness when that film was starting to... It was like...
I wanted that to be true. I know not a lot of people wanted Superior Iron Man and Tom Cruise, but I wanted that to be true. And it could be one day, I guess.
I don't know, man, but like Tom Cruise with his age at the moment? I don't know, man.
Yeah, because Superior Iron Man is older. Right.
Well, The Flash did a great job with Michael Keaton and
I haven't
George
seen
Clooney.
it. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the clips. Some clips.
I'm waiting for the pirated one. Digital release. I'm sorry. It was so long since we did the practice shoot. Let's just call that the practice shoot. Because before we were talking about the Flash movie coming out, and now we're talking about have you seen it? That's how long it took for us to shoot this one.
Anyways.
But it's getting a bad rating, right? The Flash movie? The one that came out June 2023?
What else would you expect? They fucking still have Ezra Miller in it.
I was surprised.
Imagine how many Hawaiian people are fucking pissed off right now.
I was surprised that they went through with Ezra. Moving on. Segment number, I don't know. Next segment. First segment. Did we do a segment? This is Keepin It Reel for now, in case you want to change it. It's a segment where we take a look at short videos and just let's see how we find it. What was that term with the millennial cut? The millennial pause. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
I'm not sure if it's millennial or Gen Z.
And I'm gonna be conscious not to do it because I just found out what it was. But it's essentially when you pause in the beginning of making a video.
Oh, okay, I get
So,
it. Yeah, I've seen this.
So today, something happened, and now I am conscious of it. So I guess if you're a millennial, you're now old, but not too old, but you're definitely not young, and you're definitely not cool now.
Oh my god.
No more.
But there was a reason for that. We didn't have the same technology back then.
Yeah.
We had to set up the camera. We had to put it on a tripod. It wasn't like a front cam sort of thing. We had to sit down and breathe in to get ready because we didn't do this. We didn't have this thing. That's why. But I wasn't sure if I was doing it before. But then I looked up some of my older videos. Like, yeah, I've done it.
I think it's also a way, like, back in the day of setting the audiences or letting them know where you are. Because at the moment, the attention span is just really small.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, people are just, like, quick to look at videos. And back then, you have to just, like, really look at everything that's going on in the video before it starts. Because when I was doing, like, the earlier vlogs in the Flip, HD, because when I used to watch it, it would take me like 10 seconds before I start speaking. Yeah, because at the same time, I wanted to let them know that I'm in a different place. I'm in a different area. This is what's happening before I start talking. I don't know, man. Younger generations, I'm just going to say, they just have...
Did you just use younger generations?
Hey. But I'm just going to say, their attention span... Go fuck yourselves, man. I hate it. I don't fucking love you guys.
There's a Gen Z equivalent.
Let's talk Gen Z shake versus millennial pause. First of all,
we could have went with this video.
Like, everyone's coming up with new terms these days for anything that exists on social media. Gen Z shake is exactly how I started this video. It's setting your phone down as you're talking. This does a couple of things. It makes the pacing go faster.
That's a vlog thing, though. Where you put the tripod down. Right?
Like, wow, I just had this revelation. I got to tell you about it.
It's a grabbing attention technique. Actually, cinematographers do that.
The millennial pause.
No. People will scroll right past this, especially...
your point exactly.
Right? Figuring out social media. Gen Z was born in the middle of it, which means they intuitively get some psychological things about social media that we have to learn as we go. I'm curious if you use the...
Have you used one of those? We have millennial pause because, again, point before. Gen Z shake, I'm not sure. Maybe.
I didn't know Gen
shake.
Gen Z shake was a thing, but I did know it was a thing that I used to do with the Flip. I just know it was a thing that cinematographers use as to like grab attention. Cause you would be eager, like when you're seeing a camera angle that's just really shaking, and you're eager to see it get straightened up. I think that's the whole point of like doing the shake.
Oh yeah.
It's just like calibrating their eyes onto, like locking onto the scene. You know what else is question supposed to be we're asking? When did this whole generational war started?
I don't know. What was the one before?
It wasn't the thing.
Boomers?
Oh,
Are they boomers?
Y? X?
Why? Whatever.
Yeah, there wasn't even a war. They're not... Those generations that are older than us, they were not picking on us.
Well,
and we were not picking on them.
It's a natural reaction that your generation is better than the next one, but
Oh my
I
God.
actually I prefer millennials.
Our generation?
Yeah, well, we're Gen Z.
Wait, we're not millennials?
We're not. Look it up. Let's just do the.
There's
phone.
actually so much info that you don't actually know which one is true or not.
True. Millennials are born 1981 to 1996.
Wow.
So we were the first Gen Z.
We're part of them?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's what I was asking you. Like, does it bother you? that
bothers me
we've
a
been
lot.
Living millennially these years, and then this information. It was this year, I think, that I found out. I never looked it up because I thought we were millennials, and I kept going these Gen Z.
Oh my god. Well, to simply put things in terms, we're calling them kids and we're part of those kids.
Exactly.
Oh my god. I hate it. I'm just
By the
figuring
way,
this
fellow
one out now.
97s, did you guys know that? And I'm sorry if we just pissed you off today. We ruined your day. But yes, 1997 is where Gen Z started. At least that's where research led me. And I didn't know that. Like for like 20 plus years, I've been living knowing I'm a millennial.
Imagine every time we go out, we always say these fucking kids annoy
Oh,
me.
these
Even at
fucking
coffee
kids.
shops,
I've used
we're
kids
part of
all-
those kids now. Oh my god. What a fucking twist this year has been. I'm part of the problem.
So-
Embrace me. Anything to add?
What?
You have anything else to add?
I don't. What is it? What are you noticing
Oh
right
fuck.
now?
It just brought me up to a next topic.
Go for it.
Oh man. Since we're talking about shakes now.
You're an asshole.
Have you heard about anything about the Grimace shake?
The what?
The Grimace shake. So apparently McDonald's is doing this Grimace shake,
Okay.
the drink consumables, and people are doing reviews about it on TikTok. Like,
Keeping it real.
like people are reacting to the whole Grimace shake, and like it always leaves them in a disaster. Well,
Come on. Keeping it real.
I actually wanted to try one of these. It's just that we don't have them here in the Philippines.
Do they have to review it in a scary spot?
Not really. It's just them indulging in the Grimace shake, and then just like making a video of what happens next.
What's up, guys? We just got the Grimace shake from McDonald's. Happy birthday, Grimace. We're gonna give it a try.
Is it for an anniversary? For goodness?
Kinda.
Seems like it's good.
Just got the new Grimace shake. We're gonna give it a try.
What the hell? Wait, is it bad? Or is this just like the trend?
It's just the trend.
Drink from McDonald's. First sip, here we go.
Oh, this is actually a fun trend.
That's what I've been.
I do like dumb shit.
That's why I've been like. I want to try it out for myself.
Guys, so I got the new Grimace shake. Happy birthday, Grimace. Let's give it a taste. That's pretty good.
Timing's off, but not bad.
Hey, what's going on, boys? Today we
This
just
is very
got the new
TikTok.
Grimace shake.
I'm just saying.
Right?
I know it's on TikTok, and it deserves to be on TikTok.
It kind of gives a whole throwback to Vines,
Yeah.
right? This is what TikTok is supposed to be.
Happy birthday, Grimace. That's pretty
Keeps going.
Grimace, happy birthday, Grimace. Happy birthday, brother.
So amazing.
Tell him to bring out the Grimace shake.
Happy birthday, Grimace! Oh, let's go see what it is.
Who
I don't
started
know-
this?
I don't know who started it, but it's an interesting trend, right?
Especially thinking about someone had to think about that.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's really fun to do. I kind of wish that like TikTok was a lot more centered around trends like these, other than just like
What, taking clips off of YouTube. which
Yeah.
we're technically going to do.
Hey, we're keeping it real.
Yeah, this is what I wanted TikTok to be. The dancing is fine too, I guess, but
It's just overcrowded.
yeah.
The dancing trend has overcrowded the whole TikTok space, and I kind of been wanting to see TikTok as a much more creative, like a much more creative focused platform rather than just like
Someone starting a dance and everyone doing it.
yeah, like vanity centered.
It's weird that the Grimace Shake resembles the Harlem Shake.
Oh right,
Right?
Harlem Shake.
Remember that
Yeah.
trend? Like it's normal and then shit happens.
Do you actually know that Joji actually started that? The Harlem Shake? Joji,
Really?
the artist, Pink Filthy Frank?
That was the first Harlem Shake?
Yeah. He
Okay.
started that trend. Pink guy.
Really?
Yeah. It was him that started it.
I didn't know
We just
that.
like don't remember it. If you look up the video, like, the first Harlem Shake, it was him. It was Joji.
We're doing a Harlem Shake segment in 2023.
Now we're doing a Grimace Shake now. Because we're fucking Gen Z. And I'm embracing it right now. I'm fucking Gen
I still
Z.
don't like it. There's a term for that. The whole in-between sort of thing.
Denial. It's called denial, man. We have to embrace it no matter what. We're part of the kids, man. We are the kids. I fucking hate that. It's either that, I don't know, man.
I feel so jealous of people born 1996.
Well, that wraps up our pilot episode. It was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, plus you can't follow the Grimace Shake.
Yeah. I think
We could wrap it on that, I guess. Stick to any announcements?
I guess.
You know what? Let's toast to the first. Let's toast to the first
yeah,
episode.
let's just do that thing.
Let's actually-
Well-
wait. Let's make sure that the branding is out of the way.
Well,
Let's just get our Scarlet Cows and.
the Scarlet Cows, 24OZ. This has been a great
to the first
episode.
First episode.
All right, man. Cheers, man. Great talking with you. It's
You know what?
It's not bad. It's
I hurt my back. See, we are millennials.
it was an actual cup.
I actually really did hurt my back.